Hey guys, Jackson here with another review. Peter Pan and Wendy released on the 28th of April through streaming platform Disney+, and I can tell you now, don't waste your time. Honestly, don't waste your time watching it, but spoilers ahead for the full review for anyone that is interested. To start with the positives, Jude Law was great as Captain Hook, and Eva Gabo Anderson was serviceable as Wendy. They also appropriately cast Tiger Lily this time, with Alyssa Wapanataki playing the character and bringing indigenous culture with her to the role. Of course, the cast is wildly diverse for modern audiences, including a boy with Down syndrome, a first for Disney films, which is to be commended. The CGI, score and pirate songs were a high point and the crocodile looked great, but that's where the positives end. Alexander Maloney, who played Peter Pan, was awful, and perhaps the worst iteration of this iconic character we have seen so far. His portrayal of Peter Pan is deeply unlikable throughout the whole film and had me questioning why anyone would want to follow him or make him their leader. In fact, I was actually rooting for Captain Hook to beat him once and for all, especially after learning Hook's backstory. Peter Pan had next to no charisma or boyish charm, and I don't blame the actor as he wasn't the one who wrote his character or directed the film. I have no issues with Tara Shahid playing Tinkerbell, but what I did have an issue with was Tinkerbell literally spending the whole film just shrugging and making gestures. I read online that people felt she was just added to the film post-production, and it definitely felt that way to me as well. Tinkerbell also became best friends with Wendy very quickly, which I found bizarre as she is usually jealous of her and Peter's relationship. Wendy's brothers John and Michael add literally nothing to the overall story, which could be said about the majority of this cast, and their inclusion felt like an afterthought. One of the most obvious changes made to the source material was the inclusion of girls to the group of Lost Boys. Personally, I don't care enough for Peter Pan and the lore to cry about it, but I'm sure a lot of people will have an issue with this, not purely because of how woke Disney is, but because it literally goes against its own lore. But hey, whatever. As mentioned earlier, the CGI for the film was fine for the most part, but the cinematography and colour palette used throughout was very washed out and depressing, a bit like this film. The film itself was unbelievably dull and boring, and the only reason I finished watching it was because I was on a plane. It's like Disney doesn't know how to have fun anymore with their live action outings, and everything has to be so serious and dark. In all honesty, I don't know why Disney even made this, as it brings nothing new to the world of Neverland, and just leaves a sour taste in the mouth. They didn't even release it at the cinema, suggesting to me that they had no faith in it in the first place. Now, I know what you're thinking, Jackson, this film isn't for you, it's for children. And to an extent, I would agree with you. However, Disney has always been for everyone, bringing a certain pedigree to the stories they tell, and the characters and worlds they create. This is anything but and feels completely phoned in. Sure, some people may enjoy this, including children, but there are far better Peter Pan films out there for them to watch, such as Hook. In summary, Jude Law is great as Captain Hook, and both himself and the pirates carry the film. The musical score and songs are mostly catchy and fun, but that is where the fun stops, as the rest of the film is largely forgettable and you would be better off rewatching Hook or the original Peter Pan film. Final score, a very disappointing 2 out of 10. Let me know in the comments below if you agree with me, or whether you enjoyed the film. More to you if you did. If you are new here, then welcome to the channel, and a warm welcome to our new subscribers. We're on the road to 100 subs at present, and your time and support means the absolute world to me. If you haven't subbed yet, please consider hitting the subscribe button for more film, TV and gaming content, and check out my other channel Jackson Plays for my archived gaming streams, including the new Star Wars Jedi Survivor content. See you all next time, guys.